Hello, welcome to PutnamFIVE. As you can see behind me here, this is not going to be one of our normal videos, but I assure you this is going to be a fun video. If you're brand new to our channel, I want to thank you for watching and just tell you a little bit about us. We are a family of 5 who lives in Michigan, and we love to get out and explore our state. So we have started a YouTube channel that takes you with us and encourages you to get out with your family and enjoy the fun around us. October is one of our favorite months. If you look on our channel, you will see that we have been exploring Michigan in the fall. We enjoy going to orchards and pumpkin patches and just enjoying the beauty and the colors that we find here in Michigan. For those of you who have been with us from the beginning, you will remember from our introductory video that one of the things I have the privilege of doing is being a firefighter. You would best understand it as being a volunteer firefighter in our town. We actually do get paid. We call it paid on call. We get paid every time we respond to a fire call. In October is Fire Safety Month, and I have often enjoyed going into schools and sharing with the kids how they can keep their families safe. Since we can't do that this year, we thought it would be fun to do a YouTube video and bring it to you. So that's what we're gonna do today. I wanna start today by just a couple simple things that we wanna go over before we kinda get into the fun stuff. First of all, as we enjoy fall, we often enjoy bonfires. Families love to get out and sit around bonfires. And I always want to encourage you kids, be very careful around bonfires. It's easy to get distracted. It's easy to be roasting a marshmallow or be playing tag with your friends and lose track of where you are and trip and fall into the fire, or at least close to the fire, and get burned. And fires can be dangerous. They're fun to enjoy, but we need to be very careful. If you happen to somehow get too close to the fire and you got burned and your clothes caught on fire, do you know what you should do? The quick thing to do would probably be to panic and run around and scream because we're scared because there's fire on our clothes and we want to get it out. The best thing you can do is stay calm, and then what? Stop, drop, and roll. That's what we call it. Stop doing what you're doing. If you're running, walking, whatever, just stop where you are. Because the more you move, the bigger the flames are going to get. So stay calm and stop moving. The next thing we want you to do is drop. Drop to the ground. Lay down on the ground as quickly as you can with your hands to your sides and start rolling. Rolling on the ground is going to snuff out that fire. So stop, drop, and roll. That's the first thing I want to teach you today for fire safety. If you need it, and we hope you don't, please be careful when you are around bonfires. Now, let's talk about some simple fire safety in your house. The first thing we want to encourage you to do is to check for these. Do you know what these are? These are what we call smoke alarms. These are very important in your house. These are the reason that many people make it out of houses alive today when they're on fire. So I want you to stop right now and check your house. See how many of these you have, and then make sure they work. Here's how you test them. You see this little button right here? They're gonna have a button that says push to test, and you wanna test that. That's what it's going to sound like. Make sure your smoke alarms work. That way, if you have a fire in the middle of the night, they're going to wake you up and you're going to be able to get out of the house safely. So what do we do now if the smoke alarm goes off? We want you to understand some very important things. If the smoke alarm goes off, you need to understand, you need to have a plan of action. And so today, please talk to your parents. Have a family meeting, figure out a plan of action. When the smoke alarm goes off, we want you to get out of the house. We want to make sure you're safe. Get out of the house as quickly as you can. Where are you going to go when you get out of the house? That's important to know. You need to pick a place around your yard, preferably not out by the road. If you pick a place out by the road, like your mailbox or something like that, then there's a possibility that you're going to be in danger when the fire trucks start coming, and we don't want you to be in our way. Find a place that's safe. Maybe it's a tree in your backyard, or maybe someplace even over at the neighbor's house, and make sure everybody in the family knows where that is so you can get out of the house as quickly as possible and go to that place. And when you get to that safe place, don't leave that safe place. Don't ever go back into the house. You might get out of the house and think, oh, my favorite teddy bear, my Xbox, even my pet, those things are in the house and I need to go back and get them. Don't ever go back in the house. We can always replace things. We can never replace you. When you get out of the house, stay in your place that you have chosen to gather and stay there until the fire department gets there. It's also important for you to know how you're going to get out of the house. Practice getting out your window if you need to. Practice going down the hallway. You may need to crawl down the hallway and stay low so that you can stay out of the heat and the smoke. You should always sleep with your bedroom door closed. All the doors in the house should be closed when you're sleeping. That's going to help keep fire out. But if you get a fire, if the smoke alarm goes off, don't just grab the door and open it. Take the back of your hand and just slightly touch the door and see if you can feel heat. And that'll help keep you safe. If you get scared and you can't get out of the house, please, please don't hide. That's one of the worst things you can do, because as a firefighter, my job is to come in and try to find you and save you. And that's not a very good time to be playing hide and seek, because it's dangerous. Your house is burning and I'm trying to get in there as quickly as I can and then get you as quickly as I can. So if you're hiding, that can be hard. Never hide in a closet. Never crawl under your bed. If you get trapped in your room and you can't get out and you have to wait for the firefighters, the best thing to do is just to lay down flat on your floor and wait for us, and then listen. Because when we come in the house, we're going to be hollering for you. We don't know where you are. We might think you might be in your bedroom, but we've never been in your house before. So we're trying to figure out how to get to you. And we're going to yell, "Fire department, is anybody in here?" And we want you to yell as loud as you can so we can find you. So what have we learned so far? We have learned never ever go back into the house. Always have a way to get out of the house and have a place that you can meet and stay safe together with your family. Never go back in. Never hide. That's the worst thing that you can do. I know you're scared, but don't hide. What if you're a little older and you're home by yourself and you have an emergency? Do you know the number to call? Here where we live, the number is 911, and you never want to call that number unless you're having an emergency. But if you're having an emergency, please know what that number is. Also, make sure you know your address so we can find you when you're having an emergency. When we come to your house, we are going to be loud and noisy, and we might be scary. One of the things I like to do is show you what we're going to look like when we get there. When you call us and our pager goes off, right here, this little thing, we call this a pager. When the pager goes off, our whole lives just kind of change, because we can be doing many different things. We might be watching a movie or having dinner with our family or enjoying time with our friends, but when the pager goes off, that means you are having an emergency and we need to get there as quickly as we can. So we drop what we're doing, we rush to the station, we get dressed in our fire gear as quickly as we can, we jump in the truck, and we're going to be coming to your house. And we're going to be noisy and we're going to be bright. We're going to have all the lights on. We're going to have the air horn going. We're going to have the sirens going. And it could be scary for you if you don't know what to expect. Always remember, when you see the firefighters, they're there to help you. We want to keep you safe. We want to keep your home safe. So let's show you what it's going to look like when I show up at your house. Let me get my gear on.
Here I am. Can you even understand what I'm saying right now? You see, I look a lot scarier now than I did before. I'm going to take this off so you can hear me better, and then I'm going to explain to you each piece that I have on.
All right, that's better. You can hear me now. So what I had on my face was our mask. We can't breathe smoke and flames. Just like it's dangerous to you, it's dangerous to us. So we need to put on a mask, and then on my back is a tank, and this hooks into our mask, and that's how we breathe fresh air. Let me show you my tank. So this is heavy and loud, but it's the best way we can come into your house when it's on fire and try to get to you if we needed to. Another thing I need to keep me safe are gloves. We got to keep my fingers safe. So I will have on gloves. I will have on what we call turnout gear, or a bunker coat and pants, a helmet, a face shield. We're going to get off the truck probably with the mask, with everything on. And because you can't hear me very well, that means my other firefighters can't hear me very well. So I'm probably going to be yelling a little bit louder. We're going to be running a little bit. We're excited. We're in a hurry. We want to get to you, or if you're not in there, we want to at least get to your house and try to put out the fire as quickly as we can. So there's going to be a lot of noise, and then the water's going to start spraying. Other trucks are going to be coming in. Please don't be scared. Know that we're there for you. We want to keep you safe. That's why it's so important that you find a place away from the house, a tree in your backyard, maybe a spot in the neighbor's yard, that everybody gathers and we can know that you're safe and you can be out of the way, and then we can do what we're there to do. We hope that we never have to come to your house. But in case we do, my family wanted to take some time to make this video for you and help you stay safe if you were to go through a situation like that. We want nothing more than to keep you and your family safe from fire. Enjoy your October. I hope you enjoyed this video and you're even finding some fun things to do for Fire Safety Month. We would love it if you would subscribe to our channel. Like I said, our goal is just to explore Michigan and help families get out and explore as well. We thought it would be a great opportunity to share from our family to yours how you can stay safe during a fire. We'll see you in the next video. Hey, we can't quit yet. I never showed you guys our fire trucks. A fire department usually has several trucks and they all serve a different purpose. The truck you saw that was behind me before was our engine, or our pumper truck. That's the first truck that goes out to any fire. That's also the first truck that goes out to any accidents, because it has all of our equipment to be able to cut people out of cars and help them in that way. Behind me you see a truck with an elephant on it. This is actually my kids' favorite truck because they love the elephant. That's a huge truck. And that elephant means that it's carrying water. There's a lot of houses in our fire area that aren't in town. In town, we have things called fire hydrants. That's what those little red things are along the road that you see all over the place. But if we don't have those, we still need water to fight fire. So we use this big truck to bring water to the fire. If you ever see a fire truck going down the road with its lights and sirens going, tell your mom and dad to be careful, because there's probably more coming. There's usually always more than one fire truck going to something. Let's take a look over here and check out a couple other cool trucks we have. Right behind me here, you can see our ladder truck. This is usually a favorite of a lot of kids because it's big. The ladder looks really cool. This truck helps us reach way up high and fight fire up in high places. The other one that you see behind me, we have two pickup trucks. They're just like normal pickup trucks, except that they have water in the back of them. We call those our brush trucks. Those bonfires that we talked about earlier, you need to be careful with those, because sometimes the wind blows and the fire spreads and it gets into the fields or into the woods, and then we get called and we have to come put them out. Our big trucks wouldn't work very well for that. They would get stuck in the field. We couldn't take them out in the woods, but these little trucks here allow us to be able to quickly get to a fire that's off the road. Every fire station is different. If you live in a pretty big city, then you probably have full-time firefighters. And in their fire station, they have a place where they eat, they have a place where they sleep. We don't have that here because nobody stays here. We all stay in our homes and we only come when the pager goes off. But we still have this area behind me here that is our locker area, and this is where all of our gear is. We try to keep everything ready to go. As soon as we get back from a fire, we get the trucks ready for the next one. We get our gear ready for the next one. We never know when the alarm's going to go off and we're going to have to go fight another fire. Well, that's all I have for you. I hope you enjoyed seeing our trucks too. Like I said before, we'd love it if you'd subscribe to our channel. We'll see you next time.